overweight single mom who lives with her parents wants man who makes $5 million a year to marry her.
Mom guilt is so real when you're dating as a single mom. Until you are fully healed, go get that free meal.
I feel like the hardest part about dating as a single mom is that I have kids.
The hardest part dating a single mom is picking up the load, continuing the game.
No man wants to be second to a woman who has kids.
So every guy I've dated or semi-dated has a problem with how close I am with my baby daddy.
Right, I don't understand men that won't date a single mum or a woman with kids.
Well, it's a lot of downsides with zero benefits. That's why they aren't interested.
Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
You know what I think the perfect first date would be as a single mom? Well, first, they're going to have to take the initiative and actually plan it. I've already planned meals and outfits for the week, the practice and game schedules for my son. I don't have the energy if you ask me where I want to go or what I want to eat. And second, I just want to feel taken care of. Like, open the door for me, pull out my chair. It'd just be nice being the one getting the special treatment for once. That's really all I need. I'll just be happy having an adult conversation.
Single mother, you are so loved, you are so cherished, and you have so much to offer the right person. One of the main things that I find myself up against is this society that we're in, where men just treat single mothers like they're the plague, like they're lepers, and you know, we're not gonna touch you. And it's like, what happened to men embracing single mothers and saying, wow, like, you're an amazing mom. I love that. Like, I know that you're going to treat my children, and I understand wanting your own family and everything like that. But I feel like if God adopts us into his family, and listen, if Joseph wasn't too good to, you know, wife up a single mother and raise that child as if he was his own, why do these men feel like, you know, single mothers are the bottom of the barrel? Like, I've heard that many, many times.
Sure, some men genuinely think single mothers are amazing moms. And they're right. But that doesn't mean they want to start a family with that woman. For many men, there's a deep desire to create something from scratch, to experience the joy of building a brand new family with their partner. They don't want to step into a pre-built family dynamic where they might feel like an outsider or struggle to define their role. And honestly, it never made sense to me why men get attacked for not wanting to date or marry single mothers. It's not about disrespecting them. It's about being realistic. Dating a single mother can come with challenges, like co-parenting with an ex, taking on financial and emotional responsibilities, and stepping into a father figure role. For some men, these layers can feel overwhelming, especially if they're not prepared for that kind of commitment. Just like women have their own preferences, wanting a man with financial stability, ambition, or no kids, men also have the right to choose what aligns with their goals and values. It's not selfish, it's about knowing what works for them.
Sometimes being a single mom makes me feel completely robbed of my motherhood experience. Like, I just know. I know deep in my bones that if I had more support, I could show up better. I know I would be more patient. I would have so much more time to just like pour into myself and be a better mom, and also pour into my son. But being a single parent or an only parent means that you're literally doing everything on your own. You carry 100% of the burden.
So in all seriousness here, asking for a friend, or probably not just asking for me, but where do you all meet people? Like, I'm struggling bad. And like all of you good men, you know, like the ones that are still kind of like believe in chivalry and that are kind and genuine and loving and, you know, are really good at other things and whatnot. Like, where are you? Like, how do I find you? Because I really think I'm a great catch, but I'm really struggling to find you. I'm not really looking though either, so maybe that's my problem. So where should I look? Like apps? Like, I don't know. Do I need to like play pickleball or something? Like, I don't know what to do here. Please help, please.
Here a comment. We are living for us. The rules have changed. Getting financially divorced, graped by a unicorn, grateful, disloyal wife, and staying away from women permanently. Honey, we haven't gone anywhere. We're just constantly overlooked and placed in the friend zone. The good men are guarding their hearts and wallets. We smell of smoke and are singed around the edges. Our mantra is, trust is always earned, never given. To be honest with you, madam, there are still good men out there. Men who believe in chivalry and in building loving, committed relationships. But let's be real. That's a small group compared to the growing number of men who've given up on those ideals entirely. The truth is, these men didn't just wake up one day and decide to abandon those values. It was forced out of them by what they've experienced in their relationships with women, being used, taken advantage of, or undervalued. Those experiences broke them, piece by piece, until walking away felt like their only option. For many of these men, their hope and willingness to give their all in a relationship were crushed by being played or feeling unappreciated. It's not that they don't want to love or be loved. It's that they've reached a point where self-preservation matters more than chasing something that only brings them pain. The reality is, the men who still hold on to those ideals are becoming a rare breed, while more and more men decide it's just not worth the heartbreak anymore.
You dating a single mom, it's going real well, but she got a hating baby daddy because she posting you all that she's happy. Single mom's got strategy. Kids fib. Best say some like, man, he hit me. The daddy might coach them to say something bad to get the mom to get turned up. The other dude coming in, he jealous because he want his baby mama back. He didn't want her back when she was alone. He just want her back because you got her. Damn.
So something that's been getting under my skin is,
girl, what?
Men not understanding what it means to be a single mom.
Well, let them know, because how else they gonna know?
I have my plate full to the maximum, right? I don't have free time. The time that I do have free, I just want to relax.
Single moms are not the only people that don't have free time.
So if you're really going to invite me out, one, make it worth my time.
And make sure you make it worth his time.
Get creative. Invite me out for an activity. Do something different. Do something that's going to be worth my time and effort. I am taking time out of my evening to meet with you, to go and enjoy your company.
So you don't think he's taking time out to get to know you?
Don't just assume that I'm going to be able to drop off my child somewhere, because most likely I'm not. So unless you're offering to pay for the babysitter, I'm not going on that date.
Well, girl, you don't need to go on any dates because it's not his responsibility to pay for your babysitter.
Don't just assume that you're going to invite me out for drinks and I'm going to show up. What makes you think that I'm going to put my safety in jeopardy by drinking and driving? So unless you're going to offer to pick me up and drop me off or Uber me there and back, it's a no on the drinks during the week.
These damn demands she giving is freaking ridiculous. She just gave us a whole tutorial on how to be a single mom forever. Trying to put your problems on someone else is insane. I guess she gonna be dating herself until her child is grown.
This is a massive L. Seriously, a single mom thinking her time is more important than the man's, expecting him to make the day all about her, completely disregarding the fact that he's also taking time out of his day to meet her. Relationships are supposed to be a two-way street, but she seems to believe everything should revolve around her, as if the man's effort and time hold no value. Honestly, I don't know what kind of guy would be willing to meet those unrealistic and self-centered expectations. Good luck to her finding someone who will. This kind of entitlement is a huge turnoff, and it's one of the main reasons why many men hesitate to date single moms. Sometimes, these situations spiral into a single mom trying to unload her personal problems onto the man's shoulders, assuming he should automatically take on all the responsibilities without question. That's not fair, and for a lot of men, it's just too much. They feel like they're being expected to sacrifice their freedom and energy while getting little in return. It's absolutely insane.
So every guy I've dated or semi-dated has a problem with how close I am with my baby daddy, because they think that, like, if he wanted me back, I would go back. Like, yes, bitch. What? I'm tired of being a single mom. Sign me the fuck up. You should be worried. You're just lucky he don't want his family back.
Right, I don't understand men that won't date a single mum or a woman with kids. And mainly because I find it a bit weird. I think there's so many positives to dating a woman that's got kids already. First and foremost, the snacks. The snacks when you go round her place. The cold Capri Suns from the fridge. The chocolate mini rolls in the cupboard. Sometimes, if you're lucky, she's got a pack of penguins. That's just one positive. The other one is she's experienced a bit of life. She's had to do some of the hard shit. She may well be a little bit more grown up. And the other obvious one is she ain't out every Friday and Saturday acting like the cretin in the bar or at all the after parties and all that nonsense. So I don't really know what the problem is. Apart from the man would have to be a bit more of an adult to accept that, you know, she's not always going to be available. She might be doing shit with her kids. She might have to have, you know, an amicable relationship with her ex-partner for the benefit of the kids. But I can't see any real negatives. So I don't know if you're one of these guys that won't. Could you please explain why? Because I'm struggling to work it out.
Here are comments. They're probably intimidated by us because we do everything ourselves. We are mom, dad, nurse, taxi rolled into one. Because I don't want to raise another man's sons or daughters, because if I take the risk and it doesn't work, not only do I lose my partner, or I lose the kids I've bonded with, we are too independent. Men are threatened, unfortunate, been out with a few, and it's all drama. Plus, you will be her last priority. So take this in, and there's a lot more to a relationship than the number of single mothers in the comments claiming that men won't date them because they're intimidated by their independence or strength is honestly wild. This belief completely misses the mark. Men aren't avoiding single mothers out of fear or intimidation. They're simply choosing not to engage in what they perceive as a losing game. It's not about the woman's independence or confidence. It's about the practical realities and challenges that come with dating someone who already has children. For many men, stepping into a pre-built family means taking on responsibilities they didn't sign up for, emotionally, financially, and physically. They might be expected to help raise a child who isn't theirs, all while navigating the complications of co-parenting dynamics or conflicts with the ex. On top of that, they may feel like they're playing second fiddle in a situation where they have limited freedom to create their own unique family dynamic.
All right, I don't know if any other girl or even guy goes through this, but going on dates is like nerve-wracking. I'm overthinking things, which I shouldn't, but in order to meet my future person, I have to step out and date. And I hate that part. I just wish I can fast forward and meet my husband and the one, like God tell me, like, this is the one for you. And boom, we're at the altar. And I know it doesn't work like that. I just really wish it did.
So one thing about me is if you mess up with me, you're not getting a second chance. You'll get 50, 60, maybe 100. So maybe 150 chances max. But after that, you're done. I'll be done. Absolutely D-O-N-E, done.
At 7. So I would prefer someone who's over 6 feet. Honestly, I mean, definitely over 6 figures.
You gotta be 6 feet, 6 figures. So a man that paid 80,000, that's not
no, not at all.
What? Why is 80,000 not enough, bro?
I know me. I know my lifestyle. That's just not going to cut it. We're not going to go out to eat how I want. We're not going to be able to travel like how I want. We're not going to be, it's just going to be too many like limitations, and I don't like that.
So, here we have a delusional single mom with some truly outrageous dating requirements, completely ignoring the reality of her situation. After giving her womb to one man, or maybe several, she now believes she's entitled to a high-value man. Let's be real. Why would a man earning 6 figures even consider this scenario? She's already a single mom of 3, and the risks and responsibilities far outweigh any potential benefit for him in a relationship like that. Men who've worked hard to achieve success aren't looking to take on someone else's baggage. They're looking for partners who complement their lifestyle, not women bringing pre-made families, financial challenges, and emotional complications to the table. It's not about being heartless. It's about making logical, practical decisions. A man at that level has options, plenty of them. Women who are younger, child-free, and come with fewer complications.
No man wants to be second to a woman who has kids. Is this a thing? Like, do y'all feel like if you date a single mom that you are second to her kids? And what is it that causes you to feel this way? Is it the way she treats you? Like, what are the things that make a man feel like if they're dating a single mother, they are second to her kids? What if she's giving you all her time? What if she's splitting custody 50-50 and she's giving you 50% majority of her time? And even when her kids are around, she's catering to you just like she would any man, even if you were the father of her kids. I just want to understand why a man would say this to me, saying, no man wants a woman that has kids because he's second to her kids. Is this a thing?
To all my single mamas, let me just tell you, if you're dating, obviously at some point in time, you're gonna find a partner. Let me just tell you something that I was not fucking ready for and kind of still crying, throwing up about it. Let me just say, my man absolutely adores my daughter. My daughter loves him with her entire little being, right? And let me just say, I am grateful, I am blessed, I am all the things for the relationship that they have and that he is the father figure that he is to her. How fucking ever. I've never had to really share her, right? Like, I've had her majority of the time for her entire life. So obviously her favorite person, me. Her bestie, me. And vice versa, right? Like, there's never been a competition, right? Not that there's a competition, but if there was one, I'd be winning at all times, right? I'm her mother. I gave her life. She came out of my cooter, correct? But now, she has the audacity to be like, no, I don't want you to get me ready for bed. I want Dad Diego. And that's what she calls him. His name's Diego, so she's like, Dad Diego. Again, so grateful. I'm so grateful. But the fucking audacity of that little... So just be prepared. Things are gonna change. You might be second best. You might not be number one on the roster at the time, but you know...
This is a potential issue that often comes up when dating or marrying a single mother. As this woman explained, the stepfather might bond with the child, developing a genuine connection. But that very bond can lead to the mother feeling jealous or left out, which can create significant conflict. It's almost like there's an unspoken competition for the child's attention, stemming from the mother's deep attachment. To some extent, this attachment is understandable. She's never had to share her child with anyone else before. However, this kind of jealousy can lead to a toxic environment in the household. Instead of fostering a healthy, balanced family dynamic, the relationship becomes strained. The mother might start seeing the stepfather's involvement as a threat instead of a positive contribution. This possessiveness not only creates tension, but can also leave the stepfather feeling like an outsider, in a role he's genuinely trying to embrace.